$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, as you know, it's getting close to that time where you got to buy stuff for people, and I don't know if you've checked out the new KISW face mask. We have two designs now. So we got a cool-looking skull mask, or we got a great camo-looking mask. Either one, I think, will make a great gift for somebody.
And I know you're talking about Christmas, but these would also be good for Halloween.
Yes.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yes.
You can accessorize.
Does that mean you are wearing a costume if you're wearing a mask because you're being a safe trick-or-treater so you could go out with it and supposedly get candy? Is that the idea? I don't know.
I feel like, though, if you're going to do the Scully-looking one, then you got to have the rest of, like, your body has Scully stuff on it.
All right. I was at the grocery store this weekend, and this lady's like, I see you're in the mood for Halloween with my mask, because I had the big rock
skull
mask
one
on. Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Of course. Give me some candy, bitch.
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, so you got to get one of these masks. You can get them now. Vicky, by the way, I don't have my camo mask yet.
You just can't see it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, or is it Vicky can't see doing anything for me? What do you think about that?
Well, it's a combo platter.
That's what it is.
Cut her some slack. Nobody works here anymore.
I forgot about that.
Everyone's at home.
I forgot about that. Well, a portion of these masks, man, that are sold go to the Washington State Nurses Association. That's a great organization. So you're helping people out. You're staying safe. Get that KISW face mask today at KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's time to turn down more tequila.
Charge out for what?
That's right, baby. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Get a margarita. Start drinking.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost 7. That counts for something, right?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, I think the kids say.
Exactly. Let's get to our contestant. We've got David in Seattle. David, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. Bye. For those playing at home, David will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. David, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Nice. What colored dresses do Chinese women traditionally wear on their wedding day?
Red.
Yes. What South American mammal resembles a small llama?
Alpaca.
Yes. Who played Batman in the 2017 film Justice League?
Pass.
Who is the Roman god of love?
Affleck.
Yes, it was Affleck. Who is the Roman god of love?
Athena.
No.
Aphrodite.
No.
Pass.
The first Sharknado movie came out in what year of the 2010s?
2011.
No.
2012.
2013, yes. Blueberries are native to which continent?
America.
No.
North America.
Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Elantra?
Hyundai.
Yes. What country was the band The Cranberries from?
Ireland.
Yes. The band AC/DC originated from which country?
Australia.
Yes. Who directed and starred in the early 90s movie Dances with Wolves?
Kevin Costner.
Yes. And David gets a 9 out of 10.
That's very, very good. I love how the Rev asked basically the same question but worded it differently. When you think, that was pretty creative.
Well, they were different bands. And they were worded differently.
That's what I thought was pretty creative. It's like, oh, wait a second, that's actually the same kind of question.
I mean, I guess I could have put one of those questions as like a later one as well.
Well,
no, I mean, I got other ones that probably don't work for that.
I was more just complimenting you, but whatever. If you want to, I know you're used to getting criticism from me, but I thought that was quite creative. It's like,
oh,
hey,
okay,
that's really the same type of question, but he mixed it up for the people.
I thought he was yelling at me, but he was giving me a compliment.
I know.
I'm so confused.
Is it my tone or just our history?
You and our history. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's definitely
fair enough.
It always does repeat itself.
I think they call that PTSD, which is,
might be.
yeah. You might want to talk to somebody about that.
Oh, yeah. He is. He's talking to you about it. Stop being so mean to him.
Oh, okay then. Okay, I'll get to work on that.
Thanks for the defense.
Yeah.
I think.
Wow, this is what you call aggressive therapy right here.
That's right.
Everybody.
You're an aggressive therapist.
That's okay. Are you ready?
Cheer up, bitch.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks
You
for
know
coming
what?
to my aggressive therapy
No one's
session.
doing it that way. I can tell you right now, nobody's doing that kind of therapy. I think you found something.
I could be your tough love doctor.
Oh, you're tougher than love.
Tough love doctor.
He's the tougher than love doctor.
Get away from me. Are you ready? Ah, yes. What colored dresses do Chinese women traditionally wear on their wedding day?
Ooh, red?
Yes.
Nice.
What South American mammal resembles a small llama?
What South American man?
Mammal.
Oh. I was like, what? A goat?
No.
Sheep?
No.
Camel?
No. Who played Batman in the 2017 film Justice League?
Ooh, Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Best Batman ever.
Shut up. Who is the Roman god of love?
Kidding. Venus?
No.
Aphrodite?
No.
Percocet.
Percocet. No.
Percocet.
The first Sharknado movie came out in what year of the 2010s?
Ooh, 2013.
Yes.
Nice.
Blueberries are native to which continent?
Not here? North America.
Yes. Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Elantra?
Oh, Hyundai.
Yes. What country was the band The Cranberries from?
Did you have to let it linger?
Yep.
Are they cranberryin?
No.
Crap. Swedish?
No.
Irish.
Yes,
Yeah.
but too late.
Oh, come on, give it to me.
Too late.
Just
First of all,
give it to me.
All right, fine.
No, you can't. Well, it doesn't matter.
Actually, I have to give it to him.
No, he said Irish. You did. That's not the question, right?
I know, but in order for him to get 6 correct and then
Oh.
lose to David, who
Yeah,
got
nine.
9,
Nice.
I have to give it to him.
Nice.
But yeah, you lose,
I
Steve.
will allow it.
And congrats, David, you win.
Good job, David.
Thanks, got BJ that song.
Yeah, that's all that's important, and here it is, my friends. It's a good one, at least.
Wake up, people. Yeah, this will do it. The South American mammal that resembles a small llama. David got correct. It's the alpaca.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, because I was like, I can't think of that one, and he came through.
Yeah, alpacas are cute.
They are.
And fluffy. You did miss Ireland, but you knew Irish. You figured that out. The next question that BJ complimented me on was the band AC/DC originated from which country?
Australia.
Yeah. So you could have gotten that one.
Oh, okay.
But basically, it was the same question, just asked differently with different bands.
Yeah, so Rev he mixed up the wording, made it sound like it was a completely different question, but it's basically the same as like, what band is this from? What band is that from?
And then no one got the who is the Roman god of love. Now Aphrodite is the Greek god of love.
Oh man!
So Roman, think smaller, think floating, think a diaper.
Oh, Cupid.
Yeah, Cupid.
I would have guessed Cupid without the hint anyway, because I forget that he's a guy. Like, he was a guy.
Steve, what did you say?
Gerber.
Oh, Gerber. Gerber is the goddess of baby food.
Yeah. Close, so close. Congratulations to David on beating Steve.
Yeah.
Cupid.
You remember Cupid? Floats around, shoots arrows at people?
Yes.
And then they fall in love. Well, speaking of that, love happened, and it happened in a very weird way. I don't know if you guys remember back in January, we were telling you about this guy named Mark, who's 30, and he was having trouble finding someone using dating apps, so he bought a 20-foot billboard to get a few dates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it read, and if you remember the billboard, it said, hey, quote, single, date Mark. this could be the sign you've been waiting for. And we got an old interview of him talking about buying the billboard and why he was doing it.
I mean, I've tried all the apps. I've tried Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, and I've tried meeting people down the pub or going out, and I just wasn't having much luck. So it was either this or Naked Attraction, and I opted to go for this. Yeah, so I was just down the pub with my friend Josh, and we were just talking about our dating struggles, and as a joke, I said I might have to put my face on the billboard. So, you know, then I had to think about it, and I thought, you know what, I'll just do it. So, and here it is.
And I love that on the billboard, he's like kind of posing with sunglasses on. It's very cheesy. Like he's laying down, got his hand up on his head and his leg open. And I don't know, it's just kind of like a silly ad.
Yeah, definitely. It almost reminded me of the Burt Reynolds pose.
Yes,
that iconic pose he had in Playgirl.
But this guy has clothes on and no bearskin rug.
Yeah.
But other than that, I agree.
Very
Similar
Burt
pose.
Reynolds. And how about this? It worked. A 28-year-old woman. She reached out to Mark through the website that he put on the billboard. And he says she reached out, quote, before it got any mainstream media attention. So they started talking. He ended up going on a date with her. Now, he went on a date with 3 women, and she was one of them from this site and the sign that he made. But he said, you know what? He connected with her the most. And they are in a relationship, and they are in love.
It's funny looking at the website because I like your name, your email, your Instagram handle, your Twitter handle, your age, and your location, and then upload a picture. That's all he cared about. I guess you can learn a lot about someone based on their tweets.
Yeah.
So does the website still work?
Well, I think he's sort of does.
The website's still up there, man.
Are you going to try to take him away from the love of his life now? Is someone going to try to do that?
There's a picture of them. They look very happy.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, they're a fun-looking couple. And you know what? If it worked, good for him. I mean, you know, it does show something about the dude. Like, he takes his life in his own hands. Very attractive quality when you think that he went and did all this. Shows that he's got initiative.
He did close, it says, no longer taking applications on this website. But you can still stay updated. Like he says, enter your email address, and I'll keep you updated on how things go.
Ooh, okay.
A mailing list.
Hold on.
Is that like a threat? Like, babe, you're pissing me off. I'm about to activate the website again.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, Vicky, would you be upset if he's still taking emails from people on his website, seeing how things are going?
I think that would be really weird and a big red flag.
He's not saying ladies, give me your email. It could be guys or girls that just want to keep up on like how his life is going.
Look at Steve covering for him like a good friend would.
Well, yeah, I'm his boy.
I'm your boy. Yeah, I think I'm in the camp on Vicky on this one. I think you got to shut that bad boy down.
So, like, how soon do you do that? Like, you know, I think that's probably a question a lot of people have in this online dating world nowadays. Like, how soon do you deactivate your Tinder profile before it starts becoming a red flag?
Yeah.
I think once you're Facebook official.
Oh, okay.
So, because you're telling the whole world we're dating, so the second you do that, you need to get off the dating sites.
See, now, as a pragmatic person, I kind of go on the other side now thinking, well, until there's a ring on the finger, I might need this system to get more women in case she dumps me.
But you could reactivate a page, or just reset up a page.
Yeah, but then you got to get another billboard and pay more money.
Oh, so we're back to the billboard guy. I'm talking about like Tinder, though.
Oh, Tinder. Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about Tinder. I can't even. I don't even know how to swipe that thing. I've never used it. Well, I never have. I mean, you know, you would hope I haven't used Tinder.
No, but what's the question isn't whether or not you know how to work Tinder, BJ. It's at what point do you shut down your dating apps in a relationship?
Oh, the dating apps. Ooh, again, is it a ring on the finger thing? I mean, because you need, like, what if she dumps you?
I don't know. I think the minute that you say that you're officially in like, if I say, okay, sounds so like junior high, but like, if I'm calling you girlfriend, you're calling me boyfriend, I think at that point the app needs to go.
But then the Tinder's pretty easy to reactivate, like you said, right?
Yeah.
So I can get back on. If she dumps me, I should be able to get back on and have the same.
You could have it all ready to go, like on your laptop, and all you have to do is hit confirm.
All right, perfect. Then I guess that's reasonable.
Hey, someone says I've been married for 5 years. I think I still have some dating profiles active.
Ooh,
you think?
That's not cool. I think you got to get rid of them. If you don't know, don't you have to wipe them all out if you're married?
I mean, yeah, because otherwise you're just opening up Pandora's box at this point. Because, like, now you're going to go and check to see if they're still active, and who knows what kind of messages are in there. Next thing you know, the 5-year marriage is done.
Exactly.
Happy Tuesday to you, buddy.
Because if somebody finds it before you, like Steve says, if there's stuff in there, she's not going to know you're not responding, really. She's going to be mad.
Do these sites say when you're last active?
Depends on the site. I feel like maybe Plenty of Fish did. It's been a while since I've been on some of these, but I feel like if you're not super active, they're not going to show your profile. Or at least not as often.
Because, in all fairness to the guy, like, if, like, all of a sudden the missus goes up on and looks and, like, sees that he's still on there, but says, oh, it hasn't been active since we started dating. I don't know. Maybe you just be like, I'm an idiot. I forget to do things all the time. I forget to take out the garbage. I would forget to deactivate something.
Well, hopefully your spouse should be understanding, because you're right. Because it would suck because there are some spouses that just go, "Hey, you should have done this a long time ago," and they get really butthurt.
Now, if they bring it up and you continue to not deactivate it, then that's a red flag.
Oh, that's the red flag.
I think so.
Okay, but then again, you could use laziness, going, do I have to? I wasn't even looking at it. I mean, now I got to go do work.
Then I got on the page and started swiping on chicks.
Yeah, it happens.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to be busy tomorrow night too, babe. Sorry.
We got a woman that threatened to kill her neighbor's dog. And why? Because she can't steal that neighbor's Wi-Fi anymore. Oh, yeah, she's not disturbed. You're going to hear what this woman has to say at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, this TikTok thing, Steve. I mean, every time we do a story about TikTok, there's weird S. That's all of that's. I mean, you know,
FYP for your page. All the crazies show up.
Yeah, there's a viral video of a woman on TikTok getting mad at her neighbor because her neighbor must have changed the password to her own Wi-Fi.
How do you find out if your neighbor's stealing your Wi-Fi? Because she shows up pissed off that you changed your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. We've got audio of this neighbor speaking through the door, and she threatens to kill her neighbor's dog because of the fact the neighbor changed the Wi-Fi.
And if you watch it, I thought originally when I saw the story, I'm like, oh, it has to be an apartment complex. Like, that would seem to be where it happens. But no, this is happening outside of someone's like home where they have one of those thin window panes.
Right near the front door, yes.
Like, I have one of those, and it's always funny when someone rings the doorbell and I could see them and they see me and I still don't get up because I'm like, I don't know who you are and I don't feel like answering the door. But this lady's looking through the window, so she looks at her neighbor while she's being all crazy.
Yeah, this is well, here's what that sounds like.
Give me the Wi-Fi before you get arrested and your mom. Because I live here and it's illegal. You want me to try that way? Or you want your dog to come dead? I have ways in. And your dog will be breeding tomorrow. You have 2 seconds to give me the Wi-Fi. Doggy, dead. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now? The dog is getting poisoned. I have just the thing for him. And just so you know, turning a dog is not against the law. It's not a human being. So what are you going to do? Find a new one? You going to find a new doggy?
Okay, this is like what nightmares are made of.
Wow.
If you look at her, she's got the crazy eyes while she's saying all this.
She's also, Steve, sounds like she's from your neck of the woods.
I was about to say, sounds like a sweet New York woman.
Yeah, she does. You wouldn't catch a Bostonian woman saying these things.
No.
But a New Yorker woman, yeah, no doubt about it. Wow.
I like that and by saying I like, I'm not actually a fan
Sarcasm.
of it. Right. Just so you know, killing a dog is not a human, so it's okay.
Yeah, first off, it's not okay.
Right, I was going to say.
Yeah, you really can't. You'll get in trouble for killing a dog, especially...
I want to Snopes that lady.
Especially when you're threatening somebody in that way, and it's their pet, and you break into their house to do it. There's so many ways you'll be in trouble there, fine New York woman.
I mean, or she could just get her own Wi-Fi.
Oh, why do that?
Right.
I mean, killing a dog is easier than getting Wi-Fi, apparently. I didn't know that. I thought all you had to do was just call the company. But.
Shockingly, I don't see a wedding ring on her hand. But I was going to say, if she's in a
surprise.
relationship, does she go back to the house and the husband or the boyfriend's like, babe, so what were you just doing? Oh, I just went to the neighbors to go talk to them. What about? Oh, I threatened to kill their dog because we don't have their Wi-Fi anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave and never come back home.
Yeah. Or either that, you're going to go, good job, honey. Now, can you go threaten the other people to let us borrow their electricity?
That's what happens with the crazy cat lady. She's probably a cat lady.
Oh, you think she's a cat lady?
Hey. Don't bring cats into this.
No, take a look at Rev's disposition, though, and he has cats, right?
Right.
Of all of us.
But I got my own Wi-Fi.
Simmer
down over there.
All right, you got Wi-Fi.
Can you contact the HOA about this?
I hope so,
God, she's right in that mirror. Got to check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Steve's right. She looks bat-ass crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's frightening.
At one point, she waves and smiles, too.
Wow, dude, people are losing their damn mind. Is it TikTok? Is it COVID? Is it both? What is it, Steve?
Well, fortunately, she won't see this because she doesn't have access to Wi-Fi anymore.
That's a good call. That's a very, very good point.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So this woman, she threatens to kill her neighbor's dog for changing the Wi-Fi password that she was basically stealing Wi-Fi from. So based on this, we want to know, when did you realize your neighbor was nuts? What's the strangest thing that your neighbor has done? And by the way, I would like to tell anybody from my neighborhood that you're not allowed to call in on this one. Thank you.
I wish they would.
No, they'll be fine. I'm a great neighbor. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. When did you realize your neighbor was nuts? Your calls and texts after Lincoln Park.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There is a woman, you got to check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. It's a TikTok video of this woman threatening to kill her neighbor's dog because her neighbor changed the Wi-Fi password that I guess this person was stealing Wi-Fi from. And so now she can't get her Wi-Fi and, hey, I'll come take your dog and I'll kill it because I'm from New York. I'm just like Steve.
I would never do something like that.
She sounds like you, though. I mean, she sounds like from your neck of the woods. I'm just saying every New Yorker must be this way.
I mean, I'm all for stealing somebody's Wi-Fi, but I wouldn't threaten to kill their dog.
All right, fair enough.
Gosh.
Fair enough. I forgot about the fact you guys are the only people you buy the DVDs of the movies that have been pirated, steal some Wi-Fi, but you'd never kill anybody's dog.
Do you change your Wi-Fi username to "My neighbor is crazy"?
Yes.
Because I would. Or "Don't kill my dog,"
or whatever her name is. So it'd be like, Rhonda, you're not getting in.
Dude,
call her out specifically.
I mean,
piss off, Rhonda.
Dude,
Rhonda.
I got this picture in front of me of her, and it's just these crazy eyes are looking right at me. I don't know if I want to piss this woman off any more than I'd have to. I don't know what I'm going to do about this woman.
My question is, how did she get the Wi-Fi password in the first place?
From the husband, clearly having an affair.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well,
that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Full Jerry Springer.
I'm just saying, were they friends before?
That is a very good question. Maybe they didn't have a password, and now they do.
Oh, that could be it.
That could be, or maybe their password was super stupid, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or the password was password.
Yeah.
You know how some people do that?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Or she just ended up at a party or something over there, and they just got the Wi-Fi password and just kept it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet my neighbor does that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
What if she really did figure it out and she was so proud of herself that she figured out it was a marginally difficult password, and then when she changed, she's like, you know how hard it was for me to figure out your password?
It took me 4 years.
Right. It took me 4 years of trying. If you don't give it back, I'm going to kill your little dog.
I think if she can crack that woman's password, maybe the government ought to talk to her. We need her on our side to fight the bad guys if she can crack passwords.
Or she just got it on the dark web or something like that.
Now we're going to the dark web. Holy balls. TikTok, dark web. I'm telling you, we have to end all social media now.
This is escalated.
Sure has. Anyway, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. This woman clearly has some issues, and we're wondering, hey, when did you realize your neighbor was nuts? What is the strangest thing that your neighbor has done? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So the crazy neighbor this weekend, I was cutting concrete blocks for some landscaping in my yard when my neighbor came over and asked if I was almost done because I was creating dust outside. And then looked over and realized that he had his garage door open. I told him he could just close it, and his response was, or you could just stop cutting the blocks.
True.
Okay. Yeah, that's Neighbors. Fun.
Good old neighbors.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Man, before I moved into the house we have now, living in Tacoma, we had the neighbor, and I've talked about her before, Miss Crazy.
The crazy lady.
Oh, yeah.
She was so hot.
Okay. I'll maybe hook you guys up or something. I don't know if you really want something like that.
What a great guy.
Yeah. No, and we basically ended up calling our door the portal, because if it got too hot in the house because of summers and such, we would open the door to get some air. And that was like invitation for her just to start yelling at us.
Because your door was open.
Because our door was open. And it was just randomly yelling. I mean, she'd yell at other neighbors too, so it wasn't like we were special or anything. But if that door was ever open, she would just yell and it was just not even at us, but she would make up like stories about us.
Oh, really?
And then yell at us because we were doing these things. And then like she'd set off her car alarms just to piss off the neighbors.
Yeah.
And it was to say that she was keeping the rats away.
Oh, well, there is. I mean, yeah, I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah, she was a handful. So I was really happy when we moved away.
Wow. That is the sucky thing, man. When you have a place, and especially if you bought the place, how do you deal with that? Like, I mean, if that crazy lady that came over, the Wi-Fi lady, said threatened to kill my dog, I think I'd want to move. I mean, because you're forced to live next to that person.
We need to create an app kind of like Carfax, but it's Neighbor Fax.
Oh, good call.
That way, like, I mean, I know like there's the Nextdoor app, but that obviously has turned into something completely different. This is solely like Yelp reviews of your neighbors.
Dude, I did a little digging on this. Apparently, she was dating like the person who owns the house's boyfriend, and they have kids together, and he was paying rent and lived in the basement. She then moved in, and now they're squatting, and they've tried to evict them multiple times, but because of COVID, they couldn't. Jeez. So they're not paying rent right now. They're just squatting in the basement, and they're trying to get them evicted.
Wait, so this story went from insane to completely insane really quick.
Yes.
Wait. So they're all living in the same home?
But the basement portion is like its own.
Oh, that's
like
why she came
part.
around to the other side.
So she can't get into the house from the basement.
Yes.
She has to go around to the front door.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
But they've been trying to get them out, and that's why she's like, this is illegal, because she's like, they've been trying to call the cops on him for bad behavior, like assault and breaking property.
That is a very New York thing. Like in our neighborhood, like people would furnish out there, like they would do up their entire basement because you had like even growing up in my house, we had a basement door that you could just go in, and then if you lock the upstairs door, you cannot get in from there. So like you can easily turn it into like an apartment.
I saw, you know what? I just saw our old buddy Don, Ron and Don. They're telling people to do that. Like, do that to the basements here in Seattle. Like, redo your house so you can rent out the bottom. Like,
who has a basement in Seattle? It's like, like 5 basements here in Seattle?
You're right. Or some sort of bottom floor thing, at least. What they're basically saying, what you said is, hey, turn your house into some income by having part of it be just a separate unit, and therefore you can rent it out to somebody. But I'm afraid of doing that for this reason. I don't want this.
Right. More often than not, and I remember growing up, it usually was like the rite of passage as like the kid that got old enough to live on their own, instead of sending them off to live in an apartment, you just created your basement into an apartment and then like charged a little rent just so that you had some kind of like sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
I always was hoping to do that, but it never happened.
I'm trying not to be the bad neighbor. And you know, we had construction in my neighborhood. Somebody came in and built a McMansion. And even though, listen, we're on Mercer Island, but we were on an older part of Mercer Island, so the houses were built in the 70s.
Right.
So they all look like just regular houses, though on Mercer Island they're worth $1 trillion because it's Mercer Island. But then somebody came in and built a McMansion, which is really double the price of any of our homes, which of course we're pissed off because we think our property taxes are going to go up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying not to be that guy, though.
Maybe it's time for you to leave Mercer Island.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's the commute. You can't beat the commute. But it's like, I don't want to hate these people because they just came in. They're probably nice people, but I hate them. Only because of the house, not because of them. It's just, the construction was a pain in the ass. The house is an eyesore, if you will, because it's right in front of my place. And yet I don't want to be that bad neighbor, because what did those folks do? They just came and bought a house.
They just want their American dream to be realized, man.
I know.
And part of it is to have a crazy neighbor, and look, double whammy.
Yeah. I thought about, because, I mean, they have windows that look directly onto my onto my deck. It's a horribly built house where they have giant windows that look right into my house. There's no other view. And I thought, should I start putting putting junk out on so that the view they look at is just all old, broken down stuff that I have, like washing machines and whatever.
When you said junk, I was like, oh,
thought you
dear.
meant something else.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Where are
not
you going
that.
with that?
Naughty.
Not that junk.
That's Mercer Island after dark.
Yeah.
Where's BJ this morning? Well, he's in jail.
But but if I make my yard look like a trash heap because it look
Why are you going to do that to yourself?
I mean,
drive them out. You think it's going to work?
I don't know because I mean that's what I'm saying. Am I? But
Scorched earth on that one, buddy.
But they ruined my name. They ruined my life.
Oh man!
wow.
Cry me a river, Mercer Island, man.
Okay,
time for you to sell the house and leave Mercer Island.
Oh,
maybe,
so what?
Maybe come on over to Puyallup, where everything's better.
Oh, everything's better.
Yeah, you know what? In Puyallup, when I put my house for sale, everyone was just like going around going, "How much are you going to get for that?" Because they wanted me to get more, so that their property went up in price.
Yeah, see, I want to stay.
Oh, you know what? Sorry,
it's my home.
Maybe then you need to start charging more rent for your daughter and her man.
I don't know what
Sorry,
that
Sarah.
That's not going to make my view get better.
No, but it'll at least get you more money in your pocket. Money fixes everything.
I see.
Yeah, you can buy a view.
All right, well, there you go. Money fixes everything. We've learned a lot today.
You get one of those glasses that can create a view in your mind, whatever you want. Man.
You mean like a virtual reality?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One of those.
I was thinking just regular glasses and drugs.
Okay,
Ooh, yeah.
those work too.
Well, you guys really are helping me out here. Thanks. You too, just are really. You're peaches, really.
Well, what do you want from us?
I really don't expect anything from you. I never asked anything from you because you two are really doing.
I think he was looking for sympathy, and we did not.
Yeah, that's it.
I like this one. Someone says, I was once mugged by my neighbor. He didn't realize that we were neighbors. Made it easy for the cops to find him.
Wow. And then how do you live there at that
You
point?
think if someone's mugging you, like, hey, dude, I live next door to you. No, you don't.
Yeah.
That's why you get to know you got to know your neighbors before you start mugging people.
Who's
in the
mugging
neighborhood.
people in their own neighborhood?
I don't know.
What moron?
Someone on meth, probably.
You're going into a life of crime. You don't mug people in your own neighborhood because that's where you live. I mean,
it's like that one Snickers commercial where they're like robbing the bank and he's wearing the fishnet stockings. They're like, Jerry, is that you? Same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Dude, we had a barbecue together.
Yeah.
Put the knife away.
I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I just got to go live on my own island. Oh, I do. It's not my own. Well, I have to.
That was like the worst humble brag ever. I just live on my own island.
Oh, I do.
Oh, wait. I
mean, it is. It's
I'm so fancy.
It's technically an island. It's not my own, but I do live on an island, I guess. I'm weird.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, fine. I bet your place is better than mine. You don't have some new house in front of it.
No, I don't. I made it a point to make sure the house that we got can't build any houses in front of it.
Yeah, good call. I'm an idiot. Well, we got to talk about this celebrity that just revealed that when she was a guest star on a popular TV show, there was a rule not to make eye contact with any of the stars. What show was it? You're going to hear from her at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.